Get ready for MAFDOMiNUS' Godzillathon! Godzilla Final Wars. After 50 years of battling monsters, battling aliens, battling humanity, and sometimes saving humanity, Toho finally decided to retire Godzilla, but not without going out with a big bang. And oh my lord, is it a nuclear bang, because this movie is high quality entertainment. Why? Because there's a lot of action in this movie. Seriously, if I could point to a movie that would pretty much define the genre of action movies, it would be Godzilla Final Wars, because this movie is so action-packed. A lot of kaiju fight scenes, a lot of kaiju destroying cities, a lot of aliens destroying cities, and even the human characters, you know, those weird creatures that take up most of the screen time in most Godzilla movies, even the human characters have a lot of action scenes, and it's just so crazy with the action. I can see why it's called Final Wars. Now, despite the fact that I'm pretty much describing this movie as action-packed, this movie does have a plot. Unlike previous Godzilla movies, Final War starts off with Godzilla getting defeated by humanity. I know it's pretty weird, but just roll with it. So, after humanity defeats Godzilla by trapping him under Antarctic ice, humanity over the years learned to defend themselves against giant monsters by recruiting mutants, superpowered beings with super strength, super stamina, super agility, and that's pretty much all of the mutants' powers. You know, nothing X-Men special of levels, but hey, at least they defended the Earth for years. One day, this particular mutant named Ozaki gets recruited by biologist Dr. Miyuki to be her bodyguard, because she discovered Gigan, an ancient monster that battled Mothra 12,000 years ago. However, warned by the Shobin, Mothra's twin fairies, that there would be a battle between good and evil. But then, all of a sudden, giant monsters start attacking the entire world. Anguirus attacks Shanghai, Rodan attacks New York City, Kamacuras attacks Paris, Kumonga attacks a desert, Zilla attacks Sydney. There's just a bunch of monsters attacking a lot of cities. But all of a sudden they disappear because, as it turns out, aliens arrived on Earth and are attempting to make peace with humanity. But we're in a Godzilla movie, so we know better, and so does Dr. Miyuki, because she seems very suspicious of the aliens. And she was right to be suspicious, because these aliens are actually coming here to eat us all. I'm not kidding, they actually did came here to eat us all. So, the aliens kind of had a smart plan, because most of the monsters and most of the mutants have something called M-Base, and they use that to control all of the monsters and all of the mutants to attack the rest of the world, and now the world is in ruins. But with the help of Captain Douglas Gordon, probably one of the most badass human characters in the Godzilla franchise, they release Godzilla from his prison, and he pretty much takes on all of the monsters. He kills Gigan, he kills Kamacuras, he kills Kumonga, he even kills the American Godzilla. He spares his friends Anguirus, Rodan, and King Caesar, but after that he kills Ebra and Hedorah. Holy shit, Godzilla just takes on everyone. So after Godzilla pretty much defeats every single monster and humanity defeats the aliens, it seems like a happy ending. But then Monster X comes in, and Godzilla has to fight him, but uh-oh, Monster X turns out to be Kaiser Ghidorah, who's not supposed to be the same as King Ghidorah. Kaiser Ghidorah is a separate kaiju. But anyways, Godzilla defeats Kaiser Ghidorah, he's reunited with his son, and all is well, and that's how the movie ends. Godzilla Final Wars is just an action-packed movie. It's high-quality entertainment because of it. The characters are all likable, the monster fights are probably some of the best in the franchise, and of course, it's a good ending for one of the greatest franchises of all of time. Seriously, this movie is definitely a good send-off to the Godzilla franchise. And yes, we all know that Godzilla is gonna come back, he's just taking a break. But for being the final movie in the original saga, it's pretty good. Godzilla Final Wars is definitely one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time.